So what's it going to be like for you playing at home?
It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of family members I've never really played in front of them, so it should be a lot of fun.
Have you ever played a game in Toronto before, like a formal game?
I played with Team Canada one game, but I played like off the bench, kind of when we were up 30 in the last 5 minutes.
Do you have any friends who said I told you so about your basketball career?
Not particularly. I think they've all been pretty supportive. A lot of them told me to play basketball before I even started playing.
Right.
So.
How available is Purdue basketball for people out there that want to watch? I know nowadays you can stream things and such, but I imagine they're not able to watch a lot of Purdue games.
Yeah, it's tough. A lot of them have to a lot of my friends, they gotta go through like random sites to find my games. So they're definitely excited to watch them.
Do you feel like you're kind of a part of this movement of like Canadian basketball? Like you guys have had a couple #1 picks lately. That Team Canada you're on was loaded.
Yeah, for sure. I think like the kind of generation in front of me really started it. I think our generation kind of bring it up. There's a lot of like NBA talent all over, like 5 years in front of me and then time behind me too. So it's really cool to kind of be in the middle of it.
How has being Canadian kind of shaped you, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, I mean, I've always, it's something I take great pride in. I kind of feel like I got to hold myself to a certain standard because I represent my country in a ways. I think it's made me a better person.
But just kind of being a basketball outsider too, and not coming up through the system here in the U.S. that can kind of mess with players sometimes.
Yeah.
Just that kind of adds to sort of the humility you carry yourself with, I'd imagine. It probably made you work harder.
Yeah, for sure.
The challenge of just playing Alabama, another Power 5 program, obviously really dynamic. You guys really challenge yourselves, but how do you keep getting up for these games here?
You just gotta play. Like everyone on the team wants to play. That's what we want to do. It's tougher to get up for practice than it is for games. So you better be ready for the games. This is what everyone at Purdue came here for. These big games. Like a lot of people they've never even been inside the country. So before the Europe trip, obviously, some guys have to. I know before the Europe trip, some guys have to figure out their passports and stuff. So it's really cool. It's really cool to be a part of that.
How do you go through finals week and kind of just reevaluate where you are in the season and maybe step back and refresh a little bit with the games spaced out a little bit?
Yeah, games get spaced out a little more. Once exams are over, you kind of just focus on basketball. It's really nice, actually.
Is there anything about Toronto that, besides friends and family, that like you've missed that you're excited to either see and share with the teammates?
I mean, we don't have too much time for me to really kind of give them the rundown of Toronto. We still have to get to bed early, we still have to get on our feet and stuff like that. But I'd say probably just the food. Food is really, really good in Toronto because you got people from all over the country. So it's like you can get authentic Japanese, you can get authentic Chinese, you can get like authentic any type of food. That's one thing I really love about Canada.
How did you end up at IMG? Did you seek them out, or did they seek you out?
I think it was kind of a mix of both. My AAU coach, his name was Vidal Messiah. Yeah, he played under a guy called Brian Nash, who was like the Dobo of basketball at IMG. He played under him. He was at St. Bonaventure College. So that's kind of how I started getting in contact with them, and then they came out to my AAU games. So I was really tall, and then I was kind of in IMG there.
Did you ever envision this for your future? Pretty much you've been so good that you've brought an entire program to Canada to play a game.
I mean, no, it's pretty crazy. It's really cool. And I'm just grateful that we scheduled this.
How do you decide whether you go with the Expos hat or the Blue Jays hat?
It's tough. I do have a Blue Jays hat, which is in my room. I might bring it up.
Is it going to be regular size or the big one?
Just regular size. Don't got a big one yet.